It's the wave, baby. I have finally set this up where I can do this any time of day. Yeah, you already know what it is. Woo! Oh, yeah, you already know what it is, what it do. Get some business work put together. I'm doing well, me and my sister, mainly my sisters, are putting together a birthday party for my grandparents. They turned 94 years old, bruh. 94 years old. That's old. So my sister built an event center, so we're gonna have the first little get together in there. So it's gonna be fun. It's in a couple of days, so we're gonna rock that out. It's gonna be nice. We got a decorator. That's the business I'm handling. I'm handling the decorator, so we got that's my little plug connect, being my entrepreneurial liaison self, So I'm talking with her, making sure everything's all right, making sure the money good, and then I got my backpack drive on Friday. That I gotta look at some prices for, some backpacks, some school supplies. I'm really kind of trying to figure out whether I'm gonna do all little kids and some, middle-aged teens. I don't know. I'm doing definitely girl and boy stuff. What to get, color pencils, should I get crayons, all that little stuff. How many packs of paper, how many folders, do people use spiral binders still, so it's a lot of logistical stuff, but I'm appreciative that the people who gave, because, I don't want no parent choosing in between school lunch and school supplies this year. This year is kind of a rough year, so we're going to make sure that the parents have what they need to make sure they can get by to the next 9 weeks, So I remember it was the first 9 weeks is the most important. The first 9 weeks will always be the catalyst in what your child's next year is going to be in, whatever school that they go to. So we're going to make sure they start off right. I know a lot of schools are starting Thursday, which I have no idea why they would go Thursday, Friday, and then have a weekend. But, a lot of schools are as well going back on Monday. So we're going to try to, make sure they got what they need. And even if the parents didn't get something on Thursday and Friday, Friday they going out, they can pick up a backpack for their kid, and they'll be alright. So I'm really just talking about the plans that I got in the future, because I got a lot of big plans. So the first one is I really want to get this podcast and my little show rolling, but I really want to get back into the arts. And I had a movie that I wrote, and I was trying to do it in New Orleans, but situations didn't really work out, and then COVID happened, so it really didn't work out. But now that I'm in a different space and a little bit more financially stable, I feel like getting the things that I need together will be a lot easier, especially in an environment in the community that I'm in. There's a lot more people, willing to do things off the strength of the dream and the vision. So we gonna really try to push. I don't even know if I'm still calling it Clips. It's originally called Clips. If you go on my Instagram, Wavy Media, WEIVEMEDIA, you'll see I had that's not even the original main actress. The original main actress I had during COVID, she left during COVID. I switched it, and it still didn't work out because I had to move because of COVID, So we gonna get somebody else. I think I might just shoot like the ending scene how I wanted it with an actress that I know, or I might get. Now, when I say actress that I know, I'm talking about my little sister, or I might just find some local talent And I was thinking about playing the main character myself, but at the same time, it's like, do I really want to be in front of the camera and behind the camera? I don't think so. So I'm gonna just try to find somebody who has enough acting chops to get out the dialogue that I need, you know, because it's really talking about how your strive for greatness, you slowly start to shut people out, and it's a balancing act on whether are you shutting people out because they're no longer for you, or are you shutting people out because you're going down the wrong path. You know what I mean? Like, you'll never know whether you're going down the right situation until you're at the end. And I guess you're really never at the end, because you can always, you know, rewrite your own story if you want. So I don't know. It's real cathartic, you know. It's real cathartic. I try to put a lot of myself into the things I write, or things that I struggle in trying to understand and figure out. So just in the concept of being successful and how to deal with the rise and the inherent loneliness that comes with it, it really will change a person. But whether it's for the better or for the worse is really, like I said, all in the end. I mean, whatever outcome you want it to be, that's what it is. So, you know, you can't gauge it. So then that's something I struggle with. It's hard to even put in words. So that's why I wrote something about it. It's about a one-hit wonder who goes to this arts academy and is met with other talented young people, and he has to figure out whether he's actually talented or just a one-hit wonder, and then whether or not he should group up with others and stay successful. But in doing that, it's almost like a cop-out to him, saying that he isn't talented and he really is a one-hit wonder, and he needs other people to, you know, boost him up. Or should he stay independent and trust in himself that he is talented, but at the same time, you are also shunning a lot of people who can help you get to the next level if you just humble yourself and learn from others. So, I don't know, there's always a duality in the situation, you know. I'm always, if there's a fork in the road, go down the middle and see which one you like. Or blaze a new trail. I'm a new trailblazer. I really don't like to fall in the footsteps of anyone who I know came before me. I knew zero bartenders when I got into bartending. I knew one photographer, like actual photographer, before I got into photography. When I started my first podcast, The Bro Consultants, I knew no one with a podcast. And that was in 2016. There was no, other than the Joe Rogan podcasts and real big ones, there were no podcasts really. Like, podcasts really didn't get big till 2018, 19, really. Like when everybody and their mama tried to jump on it. But yeah, I just really try to be an innovator in what I know will be the next wave. Like, I know the next wave is all color. I don't have no white lights. Who wants to see somebody under a bright white light? Nobody. I got that nice, beautiful pink right here, or whatever red it is, and then I got this pretty blue light right here, and that's it. And you need some ambient sound. That's why I got. Oh man, you can't beat that. Like, so this is all I wanted. I was waiting to get all this stuff to set this up. My birthday's my birthday's tomorrow, and it all kind of culminated at the right time. Like I said, my sister with the event center, my fiance, she's about to start working for herself. She's a dog groomer. She's amazing. I've been doing a lot of video work for her, helping her get, her portfolio out on social media. So my life cannot be better right now. I know that may sound crazy, and even though I'm not in the position that I want to be in the future, if you'd have told me a year ago that I'd be in this position now, I'd have been like, whoa, okay, all right, I'm ready for that, but that's wild. So, I have even been working at my job for a year, and I'm already supervisor, and they want me to be manager. Because there's about to be some regime changes soon, and I got my 2 dogs, my cat. I'm about to get married in October. All business-wise is going good. I really want to be a person that people can look towards and say, all right, he's been doing it right, or at least trying to do it right for this long, and I respect that. And I feel like I can pattern myself behind this person, at least in his actions in the community and his attributes as a person. A lot of people say they don't want to be a role model, but also complain about the state of how people are in the world today. And if you're not willing to be an example, then I really don't feel like you have a place in the criticism of, we'll just say the youth of today. Kids probably 90% learn by example. They really have to be shown on a consistent basis how things are. I remember when I was watching my little sister when she was young, she would start to develop the mannerisms between me and my dad. And I went away for, the school year, because I'd seen him during the summer. And when I came back, during that school year, my sister had her, helping my dad watch her and stuff. And she was a completely different child. She was completely my sister, and it just shows you, just in a year's time, your kid can change just by the influences that they're around. And and that was neither good nor bad, but actually for the better, because my sister is a great role model for my little sister, and giving her a personal self-esteem to look up to. Self-esteem is also something that's has to be gradually built in the child, and understanding that they are someone who can be of value to the family and not just a burden. And I feel like a lot of children are just made to be felt as a burden and not somebody of value in the family. And we always ask her opinion on things, and she is very willing to give it. So it's just, I feel like my own childhood had its own ups and downs, and I remember the ups. And so I try to recreate that for the kids that I know that won't have as many ups as I did. And any way possible I can do it. Whether I have to, ask everybody in my area to support, and then support the endeavors that I'm about to go into, with which I'll explain on other videos. The things that I want to put in place in this community to where we really can change the mindset and the just the mindset and the atmosphere. You have to change the mindsets before you can change the atmosphere. Once you change the mindsets, when you change the atmosphere, the transition will be seamless. I feel like gentrification is a big problem because no one goes to the community and asks them what they want. People always say gentrification is just someone coming in and making the neighborhood better, but better is a very salacious word when it comes to changing a person's lifestyle, because you can't say anything is better. It's all in the depending in the environment that you grew up with and what you're comfortable with. So when you come in and you take out the soul food spot, and you change it to a multicultural cuisine, American Tex-Mex fusion sushi spot that is super niche and doesn't really adhere to anyone's culture, you really can't say that's better. What would be better is to fund the soul food spot and maybe update their kitchen and maybe build out their restaurant to where they have a back patio area for extra seating, and give them a new sign awning. I felt like if that was gentrification, it would be a word that would come with happiness. People would say, gosh, I can't wait till that gentrification comes to my town and the skating rink can be twice as big and we can actually have nice speakers and a full arcade in there, and we can hire 2 security guards to make sure nothing happens. I feel like if that was the situation that it was in, not replacing but enhancing what was already there and already working, already supported, already loved, already have a history in the culture, we can really make progress together as a people. I feel like pro-blackness is enhancing everyone, because when you are truly in power, it gives you great honor to help those less fortunate. And I feel like sometimes we try to akin ourselves to all the bad things that people may stereotype us as, but I feel that us as a people, we really can show what we have to offer on a greater level other than sports and rapping. So I'm just really trying to bring us into the STEM, into the higher arts of, directing, music composition, dance choreography, actually being the ones behind the scenes putting it together so we have the influences that we need. It's not a big deal to me to put a black actor into a white role and give them white dialogue. And not that I'm even like a person who's like a colorist or anything, but skin color isn't interchangeable, just as colors aren't interchangeable. Now, they are seen in different lights by different communities. This blue right here may be seen as a sad blue, but if you are from a native African tribe that loves indigo, loves the color of the sky, loves to show the brightness and the hues of different blues, this is a happy blue. So just as colors are seen in different lights, I feel like different skin tones, different people, different cultures are seen in different lights and should be conveyed as much as possible to give credence to the character if you are going to change what they, originally look like in whatever you're trying to adapt. And not that anything can be specifically one race or one color, like saying knowing how to swim is just a white thing, or being able to play basketball real good is just a black thing. There is a way to infuse a character with their cultural, with their assumed cultural background would be. And if there isn't one, you can put that in the scenery. And I feel like mid 90s kids with the Jonah Hill and Mikey, his last name is escaping me, but they did that movie together, and even though he was a suburban white kid, they were able to very skillfully translate how the mid 90s young white kid was very much into hip hop. So he had all the posters, he had all the CDs on the side, he had the shoes, the clothes. And even though they didn't have him, rap any lyrics or talk a certain way, they were able to convey, that cultural message without, making it cringe. So that's all in a part of having a black director that can pull from his own history and past, and to be able to put that in a film to make it, genuine, is what I want to do across all media. And that's a new wave. You know, wavy is all about staying current, staying moving, being fluid, not being rigid, not being still, purifying, healthy, calming, warm. You know, it's all life-giving. It's all about the wavy. So this is going to be something that I want to do. I'm gonna do this twice a week at this length and chop it up into clips. But there has to be an outlet for young people to be able to get off ideas at a mass scale that can actually change the communities that we live in. And it'll be, you know, me talking to the camera like these, and I'm gonna split these up with actual interviews with people that I feel like can bring something to the world, and and actually be able to, you know, shed light on some topics and some situations that you won't really be able to tap into unless you put yourselves in environments that you're not accustomed to. So I want to bring real black life, real country life to the rest of the world, because I feel that people always assume that down south is so segregated and so divided, but I definitely know by living a lot around the United States, you know, the southern coast and up in the East Coast, that the southern states are much more unified in between the races than it is in the north. And people in the South are very much more understanding to hear a person out if they are a person of honor and integrity. So I want to be able to, you know, have this be a platform that you can come to and watch something that will not only be entertaining, but you can also, you know, come away with some knowledge that might help you in your own days. So it's the wavy. It's wavy, baby. And I'm out.